This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Ladies and gentlemen, bomb time relay. We are ready to let the good times roll in New Orleans tonight, the site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a playoff team from last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it, this football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Pre-snap movement, back in motion. Scanning the field. It's Maliava. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off. Breaking free at the 35. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Heads out of bounds with a short gain on the play.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Second down play coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Good job of picking up some big yards from the first down by UCLA. Chris, they have had some great backs over the years, and this back's living up to it. Think about Maurice Jones-Drew, Jonathan Franklin, Skip Hicks, Deshaun Foster, and believe it or not, some people forget about this, but Jackie Robinson, known for his days of playing with the Dodgers, he got it started at UCLA as a running back himself.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. That completion makes it second and medium. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The pocket breaking down. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, we'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which can open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. On the move now. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Tried for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And here's the handoff. We'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Sticking with the running game. An exciting spin move, but doesn't produce much of a gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Quick throw over the middle. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the Tar Heels will have to punt this one away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. UCLA offense takes the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And there's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Running out of time in the pocket. Makes a quick catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down. Short completion. A 3rd down play coming up. Try and muscle for the 1st down. The Bruins pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Give it to the back again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw. It's Iamaleava. Receiver makes the grab. I fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the 1st down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. And they get the 3rd down conversion. Football moves now to the 45.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
And the Bruins pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Quarterback will throw it off the 1-pass option. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Flores. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Play number 8 in this championship game drive, and they face 3rd down and short. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
The pass pass rush closing in. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking downfield. It's Iamaleava. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
This defense is playing inspired football with their backs near their own goal line. An incompletion, now a sack. What would the offensive coordinator come up with here on third down?
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Trapped again in the pocket.
Man, that is how you prevent an offense from punching it in when they get inside the 10-yard line. That is back-to-back sacks for this defense near the goal line.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Looking to throw it deep. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks free in the clear. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. They've got him after a 7-yard gain. So 2nd and 3. He'll hand it off. Brought down, but he's past the line to gain.
Boy, just really good vision and patience by this back. He kind of felt his way through and then accelerated through the hole for the first down. One of the things that you see over the years by UCLA is the ability to control the line of scrimmage and have good backs that can pick up big yards.
Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
2nd down after that short completion. It's a shotgun run call. First down and more. He's still running. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
To throw, it's Iamaleava. Caught by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Showcasing the shiftiness on that play, defense finally brings him down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. That's good for first down yardage now at the 26.
Boy, the quarterback looks so confident there with this throw. Good job up front with the offensive line protecting on a pivotal 3rd down. And anytime you're trailing in a game, you want to be able to convert. So good job by this offense.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the 2nd quarter. Defense is coming after him. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Gets rid of it on the move. Caught quickly.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
3rd down and short in this championship game on the 9th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. And gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab on the move. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kurt.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. And they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Off play action. He's looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to throw. It's Iamaleava. Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made in space. Look out. Touchdown, Bruins. Great connection there for 6 points. Now the important point after attempt.
Chris, it's a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Here's that defense shifting again. Tailback takes the handoff again. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
That solid pursuit, though, trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's broken up. Great play by the DB, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, UNC.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
You know how it is on these slant routes. They're much quicker than maybe the receiver's anticipating. To me, it looked like he misjudged this one, and he simply couldn't bring it in.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Takes the handoff. It's Flores. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking downfield, and it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He can go. The 10. Touchdown, North Carolina. The defense comes up huge in this championship ancient game. Listen to the crowd.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw, comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
The extra point is good. The lead is now 4, 21-17. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Bruins will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. We get the second half started with the running play. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
He breaks free. He's in the clear. Out past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tar Heels. This offense cannot be stopped.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Catch made on the right side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
The Bruins offense is on the move now.
Man, it's so valuable to have a back like this who can take a check down and turn it into a first down. That level of playmaking is such an asset to a team in today's game.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. It's caught, but out of bounds, so incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
On the ground, it's Flores. That one moves the ball across the 40. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to 4th down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Second down after the incompletion. Ball handed off. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Quick throw complete to the tight end.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Quick throw to his receiver. He fires this throw and is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Breaks into the clear. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
UCLA, 17.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. And the Bruins looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy. The receiver drops him. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
On third down, he drops to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get him behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down.
He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Couldn't quite get in, tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Second down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Boy, they're just not successful here on second and goal, but let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first two opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up third down.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And look at them down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand, third down, and get able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
Oh, and he knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Flores. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Getting closer to midfield now. First down. Looking to throw the ball. On the move now. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And it's North Carolina in front, Kurt. We're just 1 quarter away from crowning a national championship. Let's check out the game summary so far. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Wants to throw it. He's running out of time here. He's going to take off here. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Looking to scramble. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. And the ball rolls out of bounds. The fumble results in a huge loss.
Third down play and a fumble. The ball goes out of bounds. The offense catches a break because at least now they've got a chance to punt this ball away.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Rolls right, trying to make something happen. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as he tried to cut in to this lead. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
When you can run it like this with a late lead and the defense knows it's coming, that's a clear sign the offense has done its job. This defense is worn down at this point, and closing the game out should be pretty routine if they can keep this up.
Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front. Well, I love watching these linebackers fly around, doing a good job of reading their keys. Saw the guard pulling, shot through that A-gap, was able to blow this play up.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Pressure is coming. Oh, they've got him! A fourth down sack and a turnover on downs.
Hey, let's face it, this aggressive approach has helped them build the lead that they've had. But what they've done now by not executing and getting this first down, they've given the opponent really good field position and a chance to get back in the game.
And the Bruins offense back out on the field. Looking to pass. It's Iamaliava. He'll wisely throw that one away.
Well, idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Looking deep downfield to the left. Caught at the 30, still running. They make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 40.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10. Defense does their job. Account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. Play action here on 1st down. Bringing pressure. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Pounding away with the run game. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. 1st down here for this offense. They'll test the right side here. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's got the first and still going. tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Second down after that previous play. There's the handoff.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Same mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And then there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as a top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the North Carolina Tar Heels.